keep her till it's from cat. Life ain't fair. I cannot forget. All the fake live to 100. And all the real.
We'll be giving away free door sets to the first 2,000 fans through our doors. So get here early.
Look for white folks and make certain to be here for tutoring.
And Craig, now that we have a new season underway, what's most important for these teams to remember right? Some changes. Josh Giddey comes in for Isaac Okoro, and MP subbed in for Ivy. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Kuminga out there with Corey Kispert. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Hield. And it's Landale in at the center position.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Back to you guys.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. You know, one thing about MP, he is used to pressure situations. Not long ago, he was leading his team to a European title with a win over a very stacked Istanbul team.
To get experience like that playing in a championship against other professionals, that's something that few rookies get to enter the league with. MP is very prepared for the pressure that will come at him in the NBA because of defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Alexander Walker. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Well, they gave us great matchups a year ago. Hopefully, that's the case again now.
MP has been leading the charge for the Bulls. And it was from 3 points.
Help me out!
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Jock Landale's out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Corey Kispert, and it's McCollum in at the point. You know, Jim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade, and I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team.
Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Alexander Walker. And there's the bucket from Kuminga. And it's 6 points for Jonathan Kuminga.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
The Hawks trail. Cullen passes to Kispert. Outside, Kuminga. And a wide open look for McCollum, trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Giddey the pass to Simons, to the inside. Yabusele against Kuminga. MP outside. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, it took a while this summer, but the Bulls were finally able to get an extension done with their bright young point guard, Josh Giddey. In a buyer's market, they could afford to bargain for a team-friendly deal. And after some overreaches in the past, their disciplined approach stands out.
A good strategy. Thank you, Shams.
That was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
The Hawks trail by 7. And here's McCollum, coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City. Here's Reza Shea, and nothing is falling for him right now. Pass to West, and some nice ball movement here by Chicago. From deep three-point territory. Oh, he got it! How in the world did that go in?
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Back to McCollum. Now Reza Shea. Over West. They get the rebound. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Landale's got his first basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Trade. Has been leading the charge for the Bulls. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everyone.
We've talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation. That allows them to play matchups.
So why aren't they ahead in this game? And I'll tell you.
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Well, right now for the Bulls, when you come out rocking with 2 straight wins, you're feeling good.
Yeah, got to keep that out of your head, though. Each game presents a new challenge.
And that's all for us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and the ball.
Checked in for Chicago. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Out to the right wing. Okongwu finds Johnson. Now here's McCollum. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, C.J. McCollum showing you no weakness in his game offensively. If he finds any opening on the floor, he is going to take advantage of it.
We've got Bruce Ellis. Trey Jones out there with West. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's McCollum. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. For Chicago, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Here's McCollum. Got a piece of it.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
This passes to Jones, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Some changes for Chicago. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Collins. And Gershon Yabusele, he's subbed in for Bruce Ellis. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Jock Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Rizacic. Fields checked in for Daniel. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for McCollum. And here's West from the arc. Hands it from downtown. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 9. Pass to Landale. They need this, and it's good on the way in.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
The Bulls leading by 7. For 3, West, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Hield with a screen on West. Here's Alexander Walker. Power down with both hands.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Now here's Johnson. He's got 12. Hield with a screen on MP. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And a deep 3 from MP. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way the Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guy.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with McCollum. Then it's Kuminga. Then there's Kispert. And it's Landale in at the 5. Alexander Walker finds Kispert.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
MP nails the triple.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Launches it. That is good. And the Bulls lead has got down to 4 points. The basket there from McCollum. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And, boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
And he's going to have to get checked out with that great medical staff that all teams in this league have.
And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in, and Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Bulls making a switch here. Collins is checked in, and a change for the Hawks. Johnson's checked in. MP right outside. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. They've led by as much as 10. The Hawks trail by 4. Alexander Walker passes to McCollum, to the paint. Now, Alexander Walker. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting. He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Here's McCollum. Jacks up a 3. It misses. Now here's Okoro. Not a lot of room. And good! Another from 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And that one is good.
And the offense has just flowed through McCollum all night, whether that's finding people or repeatedly attacking like he does right there.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
Chicago leading by 8. Connects again from distance.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
He just wants the ball more than anybody else on the floor, and it's ending up in his hands as a result.
McCollum fires. Does not go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. And at this point,
good! Another from 3.
He is unstoppable here. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands, GA, by himself for 3rd place in most threes all time. And again for 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Daniels against Ivy. Just 5 to shoot. Here's McCollum. From 13 feet, it's in. McCollum against West. Beyond the arc. Good! Another from 3.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the 2nd most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here.
Incredible display of shot making and clutch.
My motivation evolves with every game.
Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you for joining us.
MP's going to surprise a lot of people, man. He did a really good job going up against those guys in Europe as grown men. I think he's a really good sleeper pick for Rookie of the Year this year.